Hello, my friends in Cindy's Corner. If you've got this book, The Great Reindeer Rebellion, go get it so that you can follow along. And boys and girls, do you know what the word rebellion means? It's kind of like when you throw a fit and you are told to do something and you don't want to. You rebel against doing what you're told to do. And if it's the Great Reindeer Rebellion, do you think the reindeer are mad? They don't want to do what they're asked to do. Let's see. This is the Great Reindeer Rebellion. Here's Santa, and they're holding up a strike. No pay, no sleigh. Uh-oh. Here's our title page, The Great Reindeer Rebellion. Author is Lisa Trumbauer. The illustrator is Janie Ho. "'Twas the week before Christmas, and somewhere up north, dear Santa was frantic. He paced back and forth. He had just heard some news that he sure didn't like. It seemed that the reindeer were going on strike. They didn't want to pull his sleigh. They said, no, we don't want to pull your sleigh. Yes, Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, even Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. They said, we're finished. We've had quite enough of pulling your sleigh with such big, heavy stuff. We're striking, dear Santa, and until things get better, no pulling or flying. We're in this together." So Santa decided, that's fine. Be that way. I'm sure I'll find others who will pull my sleigh. He wrote up a want ad for lands far and near. Please come and help Santa, or no Christmas this year. Soon, creatures came running and leaping and clomping and hopping and flying and creeping and romping. So many to choose from. Which one should I pick? I'll show those old reindeer. They can't stop Saint Nick. Let's start with the pooches. Yes, dogs would be best. Then he hooked them all up and he gave them a test. To the top of my wall, to the top of my roof, all the dogs started scrambling and barking, woof, woof. They're flying. I knew it. Saint Nick began yelling. But then those 8 dogs started sniffing and smelling. There's food. The dogs whimpered. Yes, food. Come this way. And the dogs scampered off, forgetting the sleigh. They aren't going to work, are they? I won't be discouraged. Come on, cats. It's showtime. The cats trotted over and were harnessed in no time. Go! "Fly!" Santa hollered, "to the top of that hill." So the cats all dashed forward, and they'd be running still if not for that stray mouse that ran in their way. They shook off their harness. No flying today. They're after the mouse, aren't they? Cats chase mice. No pooches, no felines. That means cats, dogs and cats. What am I to do? How about some true flyers? Called Santa. Yoo-hoo! Flamingos! He summoned. It's your turn. Let's go. And I must say, your pink looks divine in the snow. They soared up to the roof, where they gracefully perched. You've got it, said Santa. Okay. You know, they stand on one leg, don't they? Mm-hmm. What do you think's going to happen? And they started to lurch. On one leg, they wobbled and hobbled and slipped up. They soon lost their balance. Oh, how they tipped up. Just then came 8 hopefuls, a-hopping along. I think we can help, and we're all very strong. Yes, yes, welcome, Santa. I think you will do. Then he harnessed them up, those 8 red kangaroo. That's it, declared Santa. You're hired. Let's go. But the hoppers soon struggled. They started to slow. They started to, let's see. That's it, declared Santa. You're hired. Let's go. But the hoppers soon struggled. They started to slow. They stopped, then they stumbled. They looked quite ashamed, for their pouches were loaded. This weight was to blame. And their pouches all loaded up. We took all your presents, the red ruse said sadly. We're sorry, dear Santa, for behaving so badly. They took the presents. And then Santa heard it, a trumpeting sound as 8 marching elephants shook up the cold ground. Good fellow, we'll help you. We're sturdy and steady. So he harnessed them up, and the great beasts were ready. They stomped, then took off. St. Nick said, You can do it! They sailed to the rooftop. They're all going to the roof. Elephants. Uh-oh. And then fell right through it. You're too heavy, griped Santa as he helped them to stand. Isn't anyone out there who can give me a hand? No sniffers, no chasers, no animal grouches, no one-legged birds, and no creatures with pouches. Well, who should come over but the reindeer? How strange. We'll help you, dear Santa, but a few things must change. A whirlpool and sauna would make us quite able. and real beds, not grass, and a heater and cable TV. You will, you will have it and more. That's a promise, a fact. Then the reindeer and Santa signed a lifelong contract. And that's how it happens that near Christmas Day, you'll always see Santa, and pulling his sleigh are 8 trusty reindeer who love being in flight. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. And we have our reindeer back. And look at them now after Christmas. They've got it all. They've got their sauna and whirlpool. Got their party going on, don't they? What would you use to pull Santa's sleigh? Why don't you draw it for me or share it with me in a little story on Cindy's Corner? I hope you don't go on strike, because this is very important that you learn to read and enjoy reading and enjoy stories. I hope you have a great day. What's going to pull your sleigh?